Well, hello. Oh. Welcome back to, what's this game called? Honkai Star Rail. Today, we will be finishing off Herta Space Station. But first, we shall undo Garden of Plenty. Yeah, I'm gonna go after erudition, cause I love me some erudition. Or should I go for hunt? Maybe hunt, right? Because of blade, I'm most likely getting blade. It's not set in stone, but it's most likely going to be blade. So I guess I better farm some materials. Instead of Himiko, we'll have Herta. Maybe instead of Herta, have Himiko. Oh wait. Now I can take this Herta. Instead of Trailblazer, I can have Dan Hung. Yes. Maybe? Oh, you know, whatever.
I've no interest in conflict.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
How appropriate.
I have something for you.
Fighting is meaningless.
You won't get away.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Too late to repent.
Time for a shot.
Much obliged.
I have something for you.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. You won't get away. That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Time to twirl!
Time for an overhaul.
I've no interest in conflict.
I'm okay.
Too late to repent.
That's better.
Don't worry about me. Fighting is meaningless.
Naughty child.
What are you looking at?
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You won't get away.
Too late to repent.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
That'll take more than medicine.
Honored to meet me.
I've no interest in conflict.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens.
Oh yeah, and
I know
also
it's
reached Equilibrium 5. On Trailblaze level 60 now.
I was just getting started.
Too late to repent.
That'll take more than That's better.
Don't worry about me. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Oh dear.
Fighting is meaningless.
Time for a shot.
How appropriate.
I'm okay.
Too late to repent.
Naughty child. Nap time.
I've no interest.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Don't worry about me. Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
That'll take more than medicine.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
I've no interest in conflict. Fighting is meaningless.
Time to twirl! I won't break.
That'll take more than nap time.
Time to twirl!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Oh dear. This big diamond! It's all yours!
I've no interest in conflict.
It's gonna die from dots.
Naughty child.
Might as well heal.
That's better.
How appropriate.
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I won't break.
That'll take more than medicine.
Honored to meet me.
Too late to repent.
They're all going after her.
Time to twirl!
That'll take more than medicine.
Too late to repent.
Time to twirl!
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant.
Yeah, go ahead.
The
Kill him.
sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You hit someone else. Thank you.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Too late to repent.
That's better.
I've no interest in fighting is meaningless.
How appropriate.
Too late to repent.
Naughty child.
Honored to meet me.
I've no interest in conflict. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Don't
What are
worry
you
about
looking
me.
Time to twirl!
That'll take more than medicine.
Don't worry
Honored to
about
meet
me.
Time to twirl!
The truth of life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time.
Oh dear!
Too late to repent.
Naughty child. That's better.
What are you looking at?
Fighting is meaningless.
There's one more wave.
The
Dang it.
truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but
It's
a
taking
vision.
forever.
Break!
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Too late to repent.
That'll take more than medicine.
I've no interest in conflict.
I won't break!
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time to twirl!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time.
Time to twirl! Oh
Very nice.
dear!
Who's gonna die? Well, I can make sure this guy dies. I don't think that's enough. Nope.
How
Fighting is
appropriate.
meaningless.
Oh dear! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
I've no interest in conflict.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Don't worry about me.
Man. Still so tough. Okay. Those are a total of 20 enemies. And then we'll do the daily mission. Stagnant Shadow, Forgotten Hall. I have been neglecting Forgotten Hall quite a bit. The Art of Conversation. Listen to what researchers are talking about. The researchers are gossiping about someone. Go and listen in on what they're saying. Who's actually paying me? I don't want to do lab work with Emily either. She's got really low EQ. What's EQ? I mean, she's completely different from her sister. Alright. Coffee drinker Emily. And Leslie. Right. When you mentioned the sister, I remember Emily. Oh, poor Emily. Let me tell you, the last time I asked her if she wanted to go submit some documents together, she just said to me, use the navigation system if you don't know the way. I nearly flipped out. That's just how she is. I once saw her fall asleep in her seat, so I covered her with a blanket. She didn't even thank me when she woke up, and just said, the space station maintains a constant temperature. Don't you even know that? This person is so difficult. She got a vendetta against you folks? This person is so difficult. Emily has always been like that. Wow, you scared the heck out of me. What are you doing, eavesdropping on us? Oh, is that you? People are always talking about you up in the space station, but I never thought you'd be even more beautiful in person. Wait, what? I remember. You're Cascade, right? You heard it just now. We didn't mean to trash talk her behind her back. Look at her now. Nobody's willing to do any work with her. I know her bark is far worse than her bite, and that she's not a bad person, really. Can you help us solve a... Can you help us have a word with her and persuade her to rein in her language? Now, Emily, you little bitch. You again? What do you want to ask this time? I'm very busy. I need to investigate the divine message. So you are the rumored. Huh? Who are you? Who still flirts like these days? Flirts like this these days. Blah blah, the rumor this. Ha, so tacky. Can you please talk in a less hostile way? No wonder people say you're difficult. Let's not let it in. Just ask her to be less hostile. She's gonna be more hostile, of course, but you know. That's the point. Why should I care about what you think? If I do, I might as well become the acting lead researcher. If you got something to say, just say it. What do you want me for? Tell her the researcher's suggestions. Listen up. I don't care what anyone says about me behind my back, just like Leslie doesn't care what people say about her. I'm Emily. This is the way I talk, and nobody's gonna change that. As Emily speaks, a shopping list of books slips out of her pocket. The Art of Language, Communication Skills, The Communication Collection, 30 Ways to Capture the Hearts of Your Listeners. You notice that the purchases are all addressed to Emily. I see you enjoy reading. Didn't you say you don't care? Oops, that's annoying. I don't know what to do. People say I don't have good communication skills. I'm aware of that. But I can't change that quickly, and books only ever write about theory. In practice, it's all useless. I can coach you. Reading is of little use. It must be practiced. I can coach you. Really? Coach me? But you look... Sorry, I just got a little too excited when speaking. I look hostile? As you can see, my situation really is a tricky one. If I want to change it, I'll have to learn how to speak from scratch. From scratch? Can you coach me? Like, if you want to chat with other people, how do you start the conversation? Can't think of anything better. How about this? Hello, what's for dinner? It sure is windy today. What are you doing? Hello? Excuse me? What's for dinner? Yes. What's for dinner? Seems okay. What's for dinner? This sounds very natural. The tone is kind and non-aggressive, and it seems friendly without being overly humble. Looks like you're pretty good at this stuff. Thanks, I've got a meeting on right now. I'll try this out. If I have any issues later, can you help me remotely, please? Emily leaves in a hurry. You stay where you are and rest for a bit. Oh, I'm gonna go through it while she needs help talking to someone. Do good deeds, say good words, have a good heart. Help me. I'm so nervous. As a new researcher at the Department of Insight, I can't talk to her. Let me think. Is it like this? Hi, Cascade. What you having for dinner? Too lazy to eat. Having some snacks. Did you make me a practice partner? Too lazy to eat. I mean, too lazy to eat. Always eating. Having some snacks. Snacks? What kind? I want to see. I just need to practice. I feel like I'm not used to it. I'm not used to chatting with people like this. You didn't know, but I summoned so much courage just to talk to the people in my department. Turns out they were so surprised by me. It's funny. Thank goodness everything went well in the end. By the way, thanks a bunch, Master of Words. Oh, well, so, who paid me? It does matter. Yeah, I can do the rest of this later. Alright. Herta Space Station. Astral Express. Maybe I should do Astral Express as well. Yeah. Follow Adler. Decide to tell him and see what he's up to. Sensitive beings. Ask Asta what she needs you for. Crack up conch. Runaway Curio, the Sino Hydro. I think I want to follow Adler.
This will strengthen our position.
Is everything here? I brought all the things you need to. I brought all the things you need too.
Is that Wubaboo?
After completing your tasks, go back quickly. You already got the attention of the security department, so please stop trying to make more problems. Woo, woo, woo. Just won't work. Even if you put on a terrifying look like that, Captain Allen is the head of the security department, and he's also the hero who helped thwart the Legion's invasion of the space station. Those two together, even the biggest one among you is no match for them. Woo. Anyway, take the stuff and leave, quickly.
Freeze! We've got you surrounded. That's what that's a Wubaboo? Adler. That's a Wub. Does that have like a mask on or something? Adler. Lone Wubaboo. Woo! Woo! So that's a scary Wubaboo? What are you plotting? Yeah, so that's the scary Wubaboo?
Yeah, both of you adults are so shameless, going out of your way to stalk a kid like me.
This is me outsmarting you. That's right, we did. This is me outsmarting you. Both of these seem kind of childish, but yeah. Let's go with the even more childish one. This is me outsmarting you.
Huh, you adults are only good at one thing, making up excuses for your own actions.
Adler, what are you and the Wubaboo conspiring to do? Tell me now and I promise I won't hold you responsible.
There's no conspiracy. I was just mumbling to myself. Did you hear the Wubaboo talking?
Does not speak human languages, and it has no need to, because you can understand it. The little Adler from the Department of Ecology is a master of languages of different species. We are very much aware of that. If you insist on being tight-lipped about this, I will have to find the director of the Department of Ecology.
Please don't tell Auntie Hinko about this. I'll tell you everything. After the Wubbaboos escaped, they stayed low profile on the space station for a long time. We played together a lot. However, recently they have been mobilizing en masse for a certain collective aim. Even this one, my best friend, wanted me to find some things for them, all of which seem to have a connection with a certain researcher. I don't know what this is for, but they certainly don't mean to hurt anyone. I didn't tell anyone because everyone in the space station is an adult working on their own research projects. It's so hard to find a playmate, and I don't want them to be recovered just because of some baseless accusations.
Never expected that you had this childlike side to you. Alan, you should decide whether this should be considered a crime. I didn't know you were a child, Adler. Adler has always acted like an adult, and I was a bit more concerned at some point. So, as you've already established, the Wubbaboos are mobilizing to work toward a certain objective, which I believe will be the new focus of the security department's investigation for now.
Ooh.
Did it say something?
It says, I will never reveal our goal. He also said, mind your own business, or the scariest of us will eventually come and make your lives difficult.
It said that much with just one sound? Maybe now we should just stay out of this. That thing's threat means nothing to us. Yeah, it said that much with just one sound? I'm curious, yeah.
You can rest assured that I translated faithfully.
Looks like we're stuck on us in a stalemate. If that's the case, my only option is to make a concession by arresting this one for an internal report.
Woo! Wait, unless it says if you can prove that your intentions are benevolent, I will consider telling you the location of our base.
You can negotiate too. So how do we prove our intentions are benevolent then?
As I've mentioned before, they were trying to collect the belongings of a certain researcher named
Ikura Shu.
That researcher's belongings have all been taken away by Legion monsters. All the other Wubbaboos and I have been spending a huge amount of time and effort on retrieving the taken items.
Why though?
That's why they kept getting photographed. They were so occupied with dealing with difficult opponents that they had no spare energy left to stealth themselves. If you can help them out, then you're a friend. Otherwise, it still won't tell you a single word, even if you threaten to take its life.
There's something fishy about this researcher thing. Beating up monsters? Leave it to me. You can all take a step back. Okay, I'm not sure what we can all take a step back would entail, so let's do that, I guess.
Be it recovering researchers' belongings or taking out Legion remnants, they are both the security department's duties. Apart from our duties, we can also help with Wubbaboos' request at the same time, which is like killing two birds with one stone. Just leave this to Cascade and me. Woo! It says, happy collaborating. My comrades are already present at the scene, just waiting to strike. Hopefully you'll be able to recover Ikura Shu's belongings as soon as possible. I'm waiting for your good news.
Wubbaboo. The Wubbaboo stops responding, despite its best efforts to put on an expression of fierceness and bravery, yet a hint of its sadness nevertheless seeped out. Not sad? Adler.
The things they want are the belongings of a certain researcher named Ikura Shu. I don't know how this Ikura Shu got onto their bad side.
Or maybe it's their good side, because they consider him a friend. And they want something to remember him by? Perhaps. Can't bother finding these guys. Hello. Goodbye. Oh. You ready to join in the fight, Wobbleboo? Woo 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 woo. I don't understand what it's trying to say. Never mind. Just leave the rest to us. There's no time to lose. We are purging Legion remnants and recovering researchers' belongings now. Alright. Look at this guy teabagging. What's he doing?
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken. This is our chance.
Phew! You can't run! Try that again.
I've no interest in.
Told you I could fight.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Fighting is me.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Did I get something? Maybe. Anyway. You watch out, Wobbleboo. Woo 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 woo. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, butt stab.
I've no interest in cup.
This is our chance.
Annoying!
That's not good.
Thanks a lot.
This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken. This is our chance.
Tough luck running into me. Here!
That's better.
Don't worry about me.
You can't run! Try that again.
Let's make it quick.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Wait, what? What's this? Sin 41 Homewood Cloud messaging. Male origin, planet Sin 41. Male type, family greetings. Examination result, passed. No mimetic virus, present. Examiner Elizabeth Watson. Center Department of Ecology. Entry researcher Akira Shu. Seal. Dear Shu, your dad and I are very happy to have received your third letter. It made him so happy that he lit a harmonious joy that he has saved for many years to celebrate. I couldn't stop him. You know what I'm talking about. Ever since the Slinkans announced the ban on spices, all related products have been removed from our daily lives. Your dad is risking being arrested and physical punishment to celebrate. He even showed the entire town your letter. Please understand that he's not trying to breach our family's privacy. It's just that he's genuinely proud of having you as his son. That night, everyone bunched together to read your letter. The curio in the space station that you mentioned is something unheard of here, and the descriptions of the researchers you work with, well, to people like us, who have spent their entire lives on Sin 41, they sound like geniuses compared to even the Slinkans. However, according to what you said in your letter, the Slinkans aren't the embodiment of the truth nor the dominion of the universe. Then does that mean they aren't able to bring our civilization to its apex? Are they really more majestic beings than the Slinkans? To be honest, this is all a little too much for me. I tried looking through historical records at the pile of dusty books about the period before the Slinkans arrived, but was stopped by your father. He said that the only reason I would attempt to do something as risky as reading banned books is that I had nothing better to do. I was about to use your words to talk back to him. But he said that if I had the time for that, I'm better off gathering another basket of leaves from the spice fields, so that we would have enough money to send you a few more things from home next harvest season. I thought about it. Your father was right. These things are better left to you young people to think about. There was a boy who got really excited reading your letter. His name is Milo, and he used to attend the same academy as you. Let me think. He stood on a chair and said, "You have brought brand new knowledge to everyone." He said that you were the Firebringer or something. He quickly left after saying that. At the time I'm writing this letter, he has already been missing for 22 days, and today in the foggy morning his body was discovered. The morning fog has been very thick recently on Sin 41. I think it's because the Slinkens have increased the burning of spices. I think they're celebrating some sort of holiday or welcoming someone important. A number of small spacecrafts flew frequently around the Slinken residential area. But I digress. Back to Milo. He was lying in the wilderness 100 meters from the Slinken residential area. His eyes, mouth, ears, and abdomen were stuffed full of used spices. The townspeople all said this is a warning from the Slinkens. We buried Milo on a small hill, on the side where the dark yellow lilacs blossom. A few people cried, including your father. They loudly denounced the thick smoke and how it makes their eyes hurt, but quietly claimed that Milo's individualistic style cost him his life. If he had an idea, he should have talked to everyone about it. They also said that he was stubborn like a pair of fire tongs and didn't rat anyone out till his death. Don't worry, after what had happened, I won't ever let your dad carelessly share your letters again. Oh, I've also got something that's been bothering everyone. Aren't you working at Herta Space Station? Then what does Madame Herta mean? Is that a person? From your description, she sounds like a Slinken. Intelligent, wealthy, cold, and a little crazy. You've dealt with Slinkens on Sin 41 for more than a decade, so it's no surprise you were able to earn her favor. Obviously, I'm not saying that your work isn't just as splendid. I believe that getting number 1 in your evaluation is a result of an immense amount of hard work. But then again, you've already proven you were capable of that when you first passed the exam and received a ticket to board the space station. Oh, and that Master Capote he talked about. Him being so nice to you shows that there are more good people than not in the galaxy. Or why would the stories of the Galaxy Ranger be passing around everywhere? If you are a big celebrity on the space station as you say, then you need to be even more careful and restrained. Please don't mind my nagging. I just don't want you to be impulsive and pay the price for it. Her mother knows her son better than anyone ever could. Well, that's all the reminders I have for you. I've been dreaming about you lately. In my dream, you locked yourself in a black house. It makes me very worried. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. I let my imaginations get the better of me and it's been affecting my sleep. I'm always worrying about you, about if your work is going well, if you're eating enough, if you've lost weight, if you're wearing enough clothes, and all sorts of other questions. I had the Astral Logistics send you a pair of wool pants I spent an entire season knitting, but it was rejected by the space station. They said that everyone there wears protective uniforms and have no use for something crude like this. Your dad was furious and tossed the pants in the new house we purchased for you. We basically spent all the savings we had from harvesting spices on that house. We're not recklessly spending money. There aren't many other luxuries to be had with the Slinkens ruling the place. We both hope that you can get married and start a family of your own soon. But if you don't plan on staying on Sin 41, then that's a whole different story. After all, that would be something completely beyond both of our imaginations. Ah, Shu. Mum wishes you health and happiness. Hop on a warp ship soon and come home to us. Seal. Was there another letter? And by God, that is a freaking long letter. A bad feeling about this. Cassie, just be careful. What a huge whoopaboo. The Department of Ecology managed to contain a curio of this size? Is it hiding from the Void Ranger horseman? Might be a bit tough. But that's fine.
This will strengthen our position.
Found.
Excuse me?
Move carefully.
Oh well.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Rules are made to be broken.
Told you I could fight. Here! Try that again.
Just a scratch.
Tough luck running into me. Phew!
Naughty child. That's better.
Much
Fighting
better.
is meaningless.
You can't run! Try that again. You're annoying! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Told you I could fight.
Just healed.
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Time for a shot.
Thanks a lot.
I'm okay.
You can't run! Try that again.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks a lot. My turn.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
You can't run!
Naughty child. That's better.
Much better.
Let's freeze him.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
No interest in conflict.
Here!
Fighting is meaningless.
Try that again.
Time for a shot.
Thanks a lot. You can't run!
Let's go.
And he's dead.
Tough luck running into me.
Dead.
No interest in conflict.
He's dead. There we go.
Reach the end of the story
Hey,
in
bro.
your own way.
What are you doing? Wobaboo? Oh. Observation on Wobaboo behavior. This page is extremely wrinkled. It's obvious that someone had crumbled it into a ball before tossing it away. File number, whatever. Department of Ecology. Akira Shu. Number of times submitted 7. Estimated filing date. Main body. Wobaboos exist in the world individually, in groups and parasitically. It is known that when without a host, Wobaboos keep their whereabouts hidden. After they parasitized a host, their destructiveness is positively correlated with the host's mobility. Based on a small test sample, a singular Wobaboo possesses the intelligence of a roughly 6-year-old human. When in a group, the Wobaboo's individual intelligence reduces dramatically. This is because the thought waves of spiritual organisms interfere with each other, and a resonance or infrequency will affect their individual decision making. Whether with or without a host, the actions of the Wobaboo and its host will abide by the 4 following rules. Happy Wobaboos will quickly run around a room with 5 or more corners. Sad Wobaboos will gather in an empty room and share their unhappy thoughts with one another. Angry Wobaboos will expose themselves to strong rays of light. Some Wobaboos will not be able to bear strong emotions and scatter into galactic dust. Calm Wobaboos will experience the strangest period of their life. They will destroy everything in their path and preying organisms around them out of no reason, but pure mischief, truly living up to their nicknames of being a jinx or mischievous astral spirit. So what's this? Is this an angry Wobaboo? Comment. Cited reference. Wobaboo possesses space station boots, steals 113 pairs of radiation protective boots in under a month. Caught due to unbearable odor from Herta Urban Legends. Issue whatever. Cited reference. Blitz. Quickest collection operation in station history. Wobaboo possesses 70-year-old woman caught and booked within 5 minutes. The first sample is taken from researcher Adler. Due to Adler's spectacular display of intelligence in his age group, the results were ineffective. The second sample is taken from researcher Wen Schilling. This paper has adopted the test conclusions of this sample. Reviewer feedback. It's common sense not to reference urban legends. Is the sample size large enough? Have enough samples been taken? Does our abruptly coming to a conclusion based on a singular sample reference fit with the Herta space station's research values? So, it's my fault that there are only 2 children in the space station. What does rooms with 5 or more corners mean? A room with more than 5 corners means a room with more than just 4 corners. How else do you want me to explain it? A room with 5 or more corners is a room with more than 4 corners. Some Wobaboos will not be able to bear strong emotions and scatter into galactic dust. What are the steps that led to this research conclusion? I recommend an investigation looking into whether this researcher has abided by the research guidelines. If there were unacceptable behaviors such as damaging collections and assets. Review conclusion. The research process is grossly lacking in scientific rigor and approach. The validity of the research conclusion is yet to be proven. Department evaluation conclusion failed. Will not be filed and stored. First evaluation reviewer Capote Del Lanti. To hell with you. Second evaluation reviewer none. Ah, so Capote failed him. And he even said nice things about Capote. Hey, what a wobamaboo. Woo 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 woo. No need to be angry anymore.
Doesn't look very different from the one from before.
So it's only larger in size than the other ones? Apparently.
Woo! You're back.
We found 3 items. That was a pretty satisfying fight.
We saw its huge brethren.
Yeah, we saw its huge brethren.
Ah, you already seen the scariest of them all? Looks like it's gonna be harder to bluff you in the future. Fortunately, you've already gotten all the things they need.
I'm curious. Why do the Wobbleboos want researcher Akira Shu's belongings?
I don't know. I asked the little buddy before, but it never answered. According to Wobbleboo's habits, maybe this Akira Shu offended them in some way. So they are taking revenge by confiscating his things?
The name, Akira Shu, it feels somehow familiar. Is he the one who reported the Spectre photos? The one who's handling the protection net? The Wobbleboo researcher? I don't know, there might be some clues among the items. He's a Wobbleboo researcher. He's the one that reported the Spectre photos. No, I'm very sure there isn't a staff member with that name in the security department. We ought to have a thorough check after getting our hands on such important evidence. Okay, I read through them. According to this letter back home, his diary and his research report we have on hand. Oh, diary. I missed the diary. He's just an ecology researcher with low access clearance, and he once served as a Wobbleboo researcher and caretaker. At some point, his research fell through, and he was transferred to handle the space station's anti-gravity protection net's daily repairs and ionization balance maintenance. Before arriving at the space station, he was a 1 in a million genius on his home planet, but here, his evaluation was extremely low, making his life here a lonely, uninteresting one. From his diary, we understand that he felt unfulfilled, but in his letters back home, his mother seems to have high hopes for him. Looks like he has a habit of reporting good news only. Maybe his misfortune is only temporary. The grass is always greener on the other side. Yes. Yeah, other people see the glory of being employed by the space station, but they don't know the exhaustion people have to endure while on the inside. The researchers here are always highly motivated, working themselves like an ever-spinning top, trying so hard just to earn recognition from Madame Herta, or maybe even a sidelong glance from news to erudition. But to achieve all that wouldn't be easy at all. Learning to accept the disparity between expectations and reality is a lesson that everyone here will eventually learn.
So, the belongings that the Wobbleboo wanted me to find belong to such a researcher? How unrelatable. After all, I, Adler, have never faced a dilemma such as unsuccessful research. Woo! Just said, haven't you looked enough? Pass the items to me now. Seeing how you have proven yourselves to be on its side, it now acquiesces in pointing you toward the base of operation, which is at the end of the disposal site. Remember, only you two are allowed to go there. I want to read the diary. Oh, no. Oh, whatever. Am I gonna have to fight my way there? The only thing other than is John Wobbleboo's farm. Location of the base is great. We should get there immediately and find out the reason why they're gathering here.
So many Wobbaboos. They seem to be gathered around something. Oh, they're sad. They're gathering around an empty room. Look, they're so sad. So very sad. Hey, Arlen, what up? So this is what it is. What, he's dead? So what exactly happened? They put a lot of effort into this. There's so many of them. Let's capture them all. Yeah. Gotta get them all. Be patient, Cascade. Do you still remember what was written on the observation on Wobbaboo behavior? Yes. What kind of Wobbaboo would gather in an empty room? Oh, it's definitely... Look how angry they are. It must be angry. Look at them. It's so angry. It's angry. Sad Wobbaboos will gather in an empty room and share their unhappy thoughts. Not only that, the name Akira Shu is carved on the memorial stone they are guarding in this room. The carving looks new. It must have been built recently. These Wobbaboo were gathering his belongings not to prank their previous caretaker, and not to destroy order in the space station. They were mourning a late friend. Looks like this researcher named Akira Shu perished during the Legion's invasion. No wonder whether neither Adler nor I seem to be able to recall the name. I didn't think Wobbaboos, the seemingly feral and helpless astral spirits, would cherish friendship more so than the humans do on the space station. Well, these little guys don't seem to be that feral. Who says humans don't cherish friendship? Which one should I pick? Yeah, whatever. You're right. I shouldn't overgeneralize like this. Which reminds me, we should set up a similar type of memorial site for those who lost their lives under the stampede of the Antimatter Legion, so as to offer condolences on behalf of the station. As for Akira Shu's memorial stone, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have it stand here for eternity, with belongings gathered and the memorial stone secured. The ceremony is now complete. The Wobbaboos can now be appeased. But why does it seem like that they still have no intention to leave? Let's just capture them and bring them back. And there's still something missing. Why don't we just let them be? I know, they might get pissed and start pranking and killing everyone. Yeah, so it's a good idea. Shying away from this simply won't do any good to lessen their sorrow. Let me think. Oh, I've got an idea. Cascade, do you know how to take a picture? A picture of Wobbaboos gathering in front of the memorial. A picture of the giant Wobbaboo guarding the place by itself, and a picture of a couple of Wobbaboos sharing their grief. I hope you can take a few pictures and that would fit these descriptions, so we can memorialize them. Eternalizing their friendship to make it resilient and enduring is what I think will truly leave Wobbaboos at peace. Alright. Oh, it's an auto snap. If we have pictures we can keep forever, maybe the Wobbaboos can finally fulfill their wish. The pictures are all done. Thank you so much. I didn't expect these little things, which were often mistaken for specters, to have a soft side. Looking at these pictures, I think it's time they leave. It all began with this collective goal of theirs, and now that it's finally realized, they should be able to continue living in peaceful coexistence with the staff members.
But there is still one last thing. There is a small token of appreciation for being a kind witness to all of this, Cascade. Please take it. Adler said that the Wubbaboos prepared a unique blessing just for you, using the special technique of their species. From now on, you'll be one of their very few who can understand them. They are indeed a species full of wonders. They are not a bunch of nags, are they? Can't say. But from what I see, Adler seems to enjoy having conversations with them just fine. As for the humans and the Wubbaboos, all our lives have to go on. However, perhaps in the future you can drop by more often to have a chat with them. Think of it as a commemoration of this encounter.
Wubaboo.
What is this?
Profile picture. Requiemus. As astral spirits contained by the Department of Ecology, it took a lot of effort, to teach Wubaboos to look at the camera.
Here, look here. Woo, 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 woo. Did you get it? Yes.
Whatever.
Now let's see.
Sensitive beings. Crackle conch. Ever changing. When being there. I suppose. Or maybe I should go to the parlor car and see if there's diaries there. Should be archived. What the? What are you doing, Pom Pom?
Cascade.
What's wrong?
Almost ready to measure it. Oh no, failed again. Oh boy, it sure is hard to measure accurate data about yourself.
What are you doing? Do you need a hand?
Great. Yes, please, Cascade. Pom Pom won't take up too much of your time. March 7th said she was going to stitch some new clothes for me, so I wanted to measure my height to help her cut some cloth. Pom Pom wonders what clothes they'll be. Can't wait. If you're ready, Cascade, come and measure Pom Pom. Stick her on the wall and get an accurate reading, please.
Height measurement. Measure Pom Pom's height.
Cascade.
How's my Trailblaze level? Claim. 61 to 65, then it goes even higher to 70. I wonder how much higher I can go. But I should ascend her. Yes. Because why not? Yeah, that's about it. Hey, Pom Pom.
Ready?
Oh, look at him. Right by the wall.
I'm on my feet and ready. Just record the data truthfully. Cascade, you don't need to take into account my ego or think about adding a few inches of slack on.
Truthfully measure and record the data. Slightly take off a couple of centimeters. Slightly add a couple of extra centimeters. Let's take off.
Let Pom Pom see. Huh? Pom Pom is actually shorter now. Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong. Pom Pom doesn't believe it. Let's pencil in this data for now. Perhaps by the time March 7th starts cutting her cloth, Pom Pom will have grown a little more again?
Next time I'll make him taller.
Let's see. Bookshelf.
Ah, Comet Hunter's treasure. Wait a minute, didn't I read all this? You probably listen to me, that means you always follow through what you started out to me. I hurt my reputation, I asked you to go through so much trouble just for nothing. Can't foresee you in this now, guys. I'm Eris. Real treasure. You know how to read this? Hosea Lazaro. Right. If you're reading this, you've probably listened to me. That means you always follow through with what you started. I have to admit, it would hurt my reputation if I asked you to go through so much trouble just for nothing. After all, I can't foresee to whom this letter will go so many amber eras later. There is a chance, however unlikely it may be, that you are a future defender of my reputation, someone worthy of my legacy. Wouldn't want to accidentally put you under friendly fire, would I? So be it. It's time that I bring forward the real treasure. Anyway, Ikura Shu's diary. Yes, pages recording the unrest and extreme emotions of researcher Ikura Shu, shunned, exiled, forgotten. Lurid meteor shower. This may sound strange, but imagine a Herta space station researcher who spent a lot of time in space being fearful of zero gravity. It's been 5 hours and I can still clearly feel the sensation of the traction cables tightly wrapped around my upper body. Even though I am aware that the cable is made from a rare lithium fluoride that can't be damaged by even the sharpest blade, I still imagine myself being unbound and slowly floating into space. After all, the universe is vast and there is definitely a place for everyone. What's the point of staying on the space station and being constantly humiliated? Maybe I would be lucky enough to be intercepted by the celestial comet wall while floating through the darkness and board the jingling minecart of the shepherds to travel amongst the stars. But it is also possible that I would fall right through the cracks of the galaxy into the great abyss of the Leviathan, like a mayfly into the mouth of a giant whale. Cracks of the galaxy? Wait, the galaxy is cracked? Are their insides warm, dark, and moist? Or is it like the gentle starry night, as the Nameless describes it to be? If it's the latter, I would at least be able to witness such magnificent sight before my death. It'd be better than staying here and being treated like garbage. Anyways, really doesn't matter where I die. No one would care anyway. Beep beep beep. Balance confirmation complete. Red lights flash inside the balance cabin. The noises notify me that the that's still diary, of course. Red lights flash inside the balance cabin. The noises notify me that the inspection mission has been completed, and that the power balance of the protective field is intact. Dying in the mouth of the great abyss is just my blabbering. Right now I need to lean on the control station and make some formal recordings. I'm sure the terrible handwriting wouldn't be an issue. Perhaps I shouldn't waste the first-hand information and try to complete the anti-gravity protective field research report as soon as I can to make up for the undesired results of the previous research and gain some of my self-evaluation points. Or maybe I should go and find Wen Tianwing in the repair room for a beverage to relax my nerves. I can then be honest with myself and admit my distaste for writing research reports. Through the porthole, I can see the faint blue-violet light of the anti-gravity protective field dispersed across the universe. It has been around for a total of 8 amber eras. Blue-violet light of the anti-gravity protective field dispersed across the universe. Anti-gravity protective field? You mean space? It has been around for a total of 8 amber eras. It is hard to imagine anyone other than the IPC being able to put together something with the ability to withstand such a long period of time. Was its original conception praise for Madame Herta, or was it a prophecy against an unknown danger? Was it both? It didn't matter. because soon the monsters will be arriving, and they will throw themselves at the space station more frequently than they have in the past. The mutations they will send will also be more horrifying. They've been kept in the research cabin for the past era, and living as phantoms in the rumors that spread across the space station. But now being in the front lines, it is very likely I will encounter them eventually. This isn't exactly bad news. In fact, it makes me excited. Information regarding the Legion has always been monopolized by the elite researchers. It'll be much more interesting to observe the space station's most prominent enemy up close and inspecting and repairing ionization balance, and researching for ways to upgrade the defenses. Why would upgrading defenses be something a researcher like me should be worrying about? Does the IPC only make the defenses and offer no after-sales services? Leaving the task of ultimate survival to the researcher with the lowest evaluation score in an era doesn't make sense at all. I suspect that this is just a trap, and that there is a subtext to it. Once a researcher fails, he should go and do some physical labor to prove that what value they have remaining. Although I have no interest in this topic, I have to produce a decent research report, or I'll have to continue my stare down with it in the next era. It's a spectacular form of cyclical punishment. I actually don't really understand why everything has a score. Obviously, someone's gonna say only a bottom feeder and failure like me would question the logical nature of a point system. All the researchers line up to enter the scoring room on the same day of every Amber era, allowing the space station to inspect us in the name of erudition. Like pigs for the slaughter on an assembly line, we are branded with elite, average, or inferior scores. For the purpose of receiving a higher score, topics that are less popular, more esoteric, or have a longer reporting period are deserted by the researchers, while the number of research topics that are for flattery and show increase by the day. I understood something when I look at the researchers pursuing that artificial score. We are not being blessed by the erudition, but exploited by it. It can easily control this crowd of intelligent minds, placing their unrestrained ingenuity in one specific location, thus annihilating all possibilities of them to think freely. I can't help but think of the situation on my home planet, the one marked Sin 41 on the Hosea star map. Hosea star map, god dang. Back then, I was such a genius. I was so much energy. When I first showed the potential to take the test, my childhood companions were no different from the shallow researchers at the space station. They had surrounded and cheered for me, just like how the researchers are now celebrating the heroes researching the Legion. They had prayed that I would one day take them away from Sin 41. That one day I would show the residents of the Sin 41 what life is like in galactic regions outside of the colonized area. They've once dreamed of a different life, one that doesn't include wasting their entire lives harvesting hallucinogenic spices to sustain the slinken species, supposed dreams of immortality. I too only found out after arriving at the space station that the Slinkens aren't the rulers of the galaxy. On the contrary, compared to the supreme existences in this galaxy, the Slinkens are really not that different from the residents of Sin 41. If the residents of Sin 41 were brave enough, they should revolt at all costs against the weak social control of the Slinkens have over them. But they can't, because they lack both knowledge and courage. Although I've overcome my lack of knowledge regarding these oppressive situations, the cowardice bred from the impoverished soil on Sin 41 has been etched deep into my bones. That is why I remained silent when I received my single-digit score due to those unpredictable spiritual organisms. I received the gaze of the Skynet in the scoring room. Just as I had bathed under the acid rain of my home planet, I was burning up, I was humiliated, I was full of hatred, and I was silent. However, it's proven that even the feeling of awkwardness is excess. There is only one benefit in splitting people into different grades outside of the space station: the convenience of feeling superior over others. It is worse here, however. The researchers have no need for something like a sense of superiority. All their hard work is for the purpose of gaining Madame Herta's attention and acknowledgement. They walk past me as if I'm just a harmless ghost. That's right. There have always been harmless ghosts wandering around aimlessly in silence here. It's just that by the time I became able and willing to notice them, I too have become one of them. I still haven't found the courage to tell my real situation to my family in the distant homeland. I don't want them to know that the genius of Sin 41, whom they had such high hopes for, is nothing but an inferior grey pig in a space station they gaze upon day and night. I cure a shoe. Ding. Arlen's work log. Note recording Arlen's work in the last fortnight. Last week's review cleared away the remnants of the Antimatter Legion, confirmed which devices need updating and replacement in the planning zone, records for handling emergency requests for help from researchers, played holodisc with Peppy, signed for and organized ladies' courier deliveries, collected and sorted feedback about last week's drinks and snacks, plus worked out a corresponding optimization plan, screened Peppy's new toiletries for the next quarter, weekly work plan of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. Right. Oh, Arlen, what are you doing here? Some devices can be deployed here. Wait, what?
This
What are you
place could
deploying?
do with some iris scanners. Wouldn't want unregistered visitors sneaking aboard.
What, like yourself?
I remember Lady Asta commissioned some security equipment a while back. Maybe she still has some spares.
Unregistered visitors? Security equipment?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking out loud. Don't worry, the Express is perfectly safe. There are no... Well, come to think of it, I'm an unregistered visitor.
Yes.
I'm sure you guys in the Express itself are more than capable of maintaining security. But it's important not to overlook basic prevention methods. In addition to visitor recognition systems, I've made a few notes on third-party signal monitoring and emergency response devices. Of course, it'd be great if you never had to use any of it, but I hope my analysis is of help to the conductor.
Roger that, brother Arlen. We have a rule on Express. No work talk.
Sorry, I was just trying to help. Anyway, thanks for inviting me to see the train. I've seen the Express when it was docked at the platform, but this is my first time on board. I'm not as knowledgeable as Lady Asta. The only way I can contribute is to help the station improve its defenses, don't you think?
Thanks, but you're supposed to be off work.
Huh? You're right. I need to learn to unwind. I've been so focused on the station's defenses recently. It's easy to forget that work-life balance is the best way to stay on top. Thanks for your advice. It's nice to have a break every now and then.
Oh, $10 Jade. Just for talking to him. Ga-ding. Hey, Himiko. Still can't sit. Oh, god dang it. Why don't they have sitting? What is this? Himiko. Where's the cascade? Count the situation in the group chat to Himiko. Should I? It is a purple mission, so it's a companion mission. Most likely about Himiko. But I do want to finish off these adventure missions first. So maybe we should do these first. Yeah. When ever changing, Wen Ming De, the leader of the Curio Collection Squad, is troubling over a runaway curio, the Xeno Hydro. He has a mission that requires the help of a junior assistant like you. He needs you to bring back the missing researcher, Abraham. Well, Abraham's missing? Didn't I just talk to him? Well, you know what I mean. I was talking to him about the Wobbaboos, astral spirits. Hey, Wen. Don't look like a Wen. Buddy, it's been a while. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Mr. Wen, excuse me. Who? Who is interrupting me? If it is the Xenohydra, then show yourself at once. I mean, who is interrupting you? Are you talking to me? So it's you, Cascade. You're also here to volunteer in the Curio Collection Squad? Wait, do come over here. What? Just say 1 or 2 words. Yeah, that's not words, but... You don't have to laugh like that. No abnormal watery sound in your pronunciation. Pupillary reflex normal. Perspiration reaction normal. Okay, now you can come over and let me touch your forehead. Wait, what are you doing? Is this your way of flirting? The Xenohydra can't achieve this level of likeness. Alas, the lead was once again inconclusive. Even if the recollection of curios is the top priority of the Declaration of Revival, it is proving to be a difficult task in practice. Xenohydra? As you know, since the establishment it's probably a shapeshifter. Establishment of the Herta space station, 5 departments have been established to focus on the collection and study of curios, including ecology, geopolitics, mysticism, geography, and implement arts. Mysticism seems a bit weird, but what am I talking about? This monster invasion caused the loss of roughly half of the hundreds of collections held by each department. Oh, seems like a lot. They come in all kinds of sizes and shapes. People say shapes and sizes, not shapes. Some are active and harmless. Some emit poison for no reason. Not to mention some biological types of curios that can plan their own escape, which is a real headache. Yeah, like the Wobbaboos. There is a curio called the Xenohydra that has the ability to replicate the appearance of other people at will. This allows it to wreak havoc and confusion wherever it goes, as it can easily assume various false identities. Like yourself? Curio Collection? The Curio Collection Squad is an emergency team I put together. The team's mission is to support post-disaster reconstruction and ensure that all of its needs are met during this difficult time. As the name suggests, it is mainly responsible for collecting the curios that have been displaced due to the recent monster invasion. The Curio Collection Squad kind of reminds me of a little show called Sanctuary. Although the show is not actually that good, but the premise is. Declaration of Revival? Surely you must have heard of Mrs. Hinkle's famous Declaration of Revival, right? Nope. Our fellow researchers were slaughtered by monsters. Their lifeless forms were cold and woeful. Woeful. Alas, I can't recall the exact wording. After all, Mrs. Hinkle's style is unique and not easily imitable. Well, you truly are a man of dedication, Mr. Wen. It's all because of that Xenohydra's trickery. This has been tormenting me to no end. That's why we had to have the conversation earlier. The squad has been searching for the Xenohydra for some time, but to no avail. A member of the squad named Abraham has even gone missing. It is true what they say. When it rains, it pours. Missing? I can help with this. Is it the Abraham that I know? Oh, you know him? He was recently transferred to this squad from Mrs. Hinkle's, always mumbling about, life is but a path to death. That's right. He says this at least once out of every 5 sentences. Only? According to the squad members, Abraham was last seen in the storage zone. Even though Abraham can be quite the downer, it's just been a real torture for his colleagues. Still, we can't just leave him. I can't stand him either. But we can't just leave him. Right now, all squad members are busy searching for the missing curios, and I'll also have to handle the whole Xenohydra situation. So it's all up to you to find Abraham. If you bring him back safely, the Department of Implement Arts will reward you quite handsomely. Ever changing. Oh, it looks like he has made some few friends. Today, I'm going to get justice for Alfred. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't come near me! Go away! I ain't gonna whack him. Whack.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Rules are made to be broken. Let's make it quick.
Try that again. Phew! Time for a shot. Nap time. You can't run!
Too late to repent. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's go.
Tough luck running into me.
No interest in
Try that again.
My health.
Rules are made to be broken.
Here!
Don't hit her.
Naughty child.
Much better. Just a scratch.
You can't run!
What did I tell you?
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
This is our chance.
Nice.
My turn. That'll nap time.
Fighting is meaningless.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Man, I thought he was relaxing with his homies. Did you betray us, Abraham? Hey, did you notice that one of the monsters that you just defeated had a different body build? Even the joint on its left leg looked different from the others. I'm pretty sure that's what killed Alfred. I did it. I finally did it. I finally avenged Alfred. I'm pretty sure you didn't. I already went around killing all the monsters. So, I would have avenged Alfred. I had to gather up so much courage to come do Mr. Wen's errands, and who knew it would turn out to be such an avenging trip? Is this fate? Running errands for Mr. Wen. Mr. Wen said you were missing. You almost died. Yeah, you almost died. Life is but a path to death. Besides, I'm still pretty alive now. The way you care so much about me reminds me of Alfred. Now, my wish is finally fulfilled. Okay. But before I return, I still have to pick up a thing for Mr. Wen in the curio sorting room. He said you were missing. Mr. Wen said I was missing? But he was the one who sent me here. This makes no sense. Look, he also gave me this executive order. Notice of ad hoc transfer. Researcher Abraham of the Curio Collection Squad, former member of the security department, is hereby commissioned to retrieve a boxer with colored tortoiseshell pattern from the Department of Implement Arts in the storage zone for Wen Mingde. The item can be found in the third aluminium cabinet. Cabinet on the left-hand side of the corridor. Wen Mingde is personally responsible for all consequences. The notice comes into immediate effect. Period of transfer for a while, I guess. For a while, I guess. Wen Mingy. Assignee a Burgerham. A Burgerham? You mean Abraham? Who wrote this? Wen Mingy a Burgerham. I don't think this is Wen Mingde that sent this. Who the hell wrote this? See? This is the executive order that Mr. Wen personally gave me. It's a notice of an ad hoc transfer, all written in black and white, clear as day. So even boxes can be curio? Your name is a Burgerham? You actually believe that? Your name is a Burgerham? Maybe Mr. Wen was so busy with his chores and stuff that he made an honest mistake. The order was handed to me by Mr. Wen Mingde himself. It can't be a mistake. I still remember that his pupils were dilated, head covered in sweat, hands cold, and even his throat made a faint gurgling sound. Pupils were dilated, oh my god, that sounds... This is giving me nightmares. It's a Xenohydro. No, I can actually picture it. It's actually pretty dang scary. He must have been really eager to get the curio, so I have to get this done for him. This smells fishy. Let's go back and check this with Mr. Wen. Then go and fetch your thing. I think she says all three. He's so weird about this. You aren't freaked out by the monsters like I was before, are you? Anyway, it's safe here. I'll go and get the curio soon. If you have any doubts, just take this transfer order. Go back and ask Mr. Wen Mingde about it. Well... Is there another one of him? Is there two of them? Wen Mingde with hand on hip. Drop the act already. With hands spread out. You dropped the act. I know it's you. You've been pretending to be me, deceiving everyone with your shenanigans. And now you have the audacity to stand here in front of me? Excuse me, but who are you calling a fake? I was standing right here the whole time. You're the one who just appeared out of nowhere. I have witnesses who can confirm that. So tell me, who do you think looks suspicious here? You or me? Well, I can't tell who's sweating. Pupils dilated. And cold. Now everyone, the situation is clear as day. It's already well known that Xenohydro has been on the loose for a long time. Xenohydro can change its form and mimic others' appearances so perfectly that it's virtually impossible to tell the difference. But I never would have thought that this creature would be so bold, approaching us like this and trying to take my place. Don't try to steal my words. You accuse me of being fake, but do you have any proof to back up your claim? What about your claim? And where's the evidence to support it? Cascade, you arrived just in time. What do you think? Should probably leave. I have a way to solve this. You guys should fight it out. Yes. Have a duel. Whoever wins is the new Wenming Dare. You really don't care, do you? By the way, where's Abraham? Did you find him? And what's this transfer order in your hands? Retrieve the boxer with colored tortoiseshell pattern. You cheeky Xenohydro, how dare you use my identity to steal such a valuable curio? Now that the evidence is all clear, it's time to end this. I suggest Cascade make the call. I agree, Cascade. What do you say? We should check the boxers. Those boxers are curio and not to be worn. Not to mention they are not my personal property. What's there to check? These boxes are clearly planted by the Xenohydro. I, Wenming Dare, the dignified leader of the Department of Implement Arts and head of the Curio Collection Squad, will not allow the Xenohydro to mock me like this. Check the signature. Don't waste your time. The note signed When Me was obviously a blatant mockery of me by the Xenohydro. He can imitate my looks and personality really well, so I don't think that handwriting will be too difficult for him either. I noticed both of us are carrying the written orders of the team's daily attendance, which you can review at will. We should check the vital signs. We've done that already. The team here has checked our pupils, sweat glands, voice, and body temperature. But perhaps the tension was simply too high to act normally. Our pupils were both dilated, we were both sweating profusely, our voices were trembling, and our bodies were cold to the touch. Wish I wasn't so worked up. Otherwise we would have been able to tell by now. What if they're both Xenohydros? They're thinking of the same plan to take over Wenming Dare. That's it for now. Cascade, what do you think? Wait and see. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the easiest way is to arrest both of us. What do you mean? At this point, I must stop the Xenohydra from further harming the space station. To protect the whole team, I'm willing to sacrifice my own freedom. Don't act so holier than thou. I also think that if we were locked up long enough, the Xenohydra will get bored eventually and show its true colors. I see. So you're just trying to drag me into the same miserable situation as you. Even if I get locked up in the containment chamber, I can still lead the curio retrieval efforts. I don't want to go back. What'd you just say? Go back? Everybody heard him. He admitted it. All's fair in love and war. Seriously? Well, why am I saying all's fair in love and war? Mr. Wenming, your willingness to sacrifice yourself like that is quite touching, isn't it? I only wanted to tease you a bit, never expected to catch so much attention. Unfortunately for you, I won't give up that easily. What's it gonna turn out to be?
Move carefully.
Oh my god, he's ice out of space.
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Yeah. Go away.
Frosty
Luck running into me. That's better. Thanks
Fighting
a lot.
is meaningless.
My turn.
Stop hitting him. Alright, let's buff him up. Heal him up.
Don't worry about me.
And
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a
break.
vision. Break!
Rules are made to be broken.
I've no interest in.
Tough luck running into me!
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision. Fighting is meaningless.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Much better. I have no interest. Fighting is meaningless.
Told you I could fight. Here! You can't run!
I've no interest in conflict. The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision. Fighting is meaningless.
You can't run! Naughty child. That's better. My turn!
I've no interest in conflict.
This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken.
This should finish him. Okay, I didn't.
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision.
The Xenohydro's combat abilities have been neutralized. Everyone, fall in an olive-shaped formation and use the central elevator as our starting point. Prepare for the collection process. Pay attention to anyone suspicious around you. There's a burst of chaotic activity and everything was a blur. Everything seems to be moving fast. The chaos gradually subsides. Oh my god. Wonder what they actually did. Hello. Fall in and count. The numbers are right. Not one more, not one less. Alas, the Xenohydra had escaped. Wait, escaped? Hurry up and chase it! So close. Hurry up and chase it. There's no point. The Xenohydra must have disguised itself as a staff member already. Probably already out of the storage zone and on the way to other places. Hey, we learn from our mistakes. It is imperative to set up a secret code within the squad to prevent the same farce from ever happening again. I will report this to Mrs. Hinkle and ask her to assign more staff to apprehend the Xenohydra as soon as possible. Sorry to get you involved in this fuss. Here's a little something for your trouble. It's not much, but please accept it. If you ever find the Xenohydra elsewhere, remember that the Curio Collection Squad is always here. Don't try to fight it alone. Everyone, fall in! Asta. I shouldn't buy any more stuff. Might I take a moment of your time, Cascade? Any chance you are familiar with classical poems? Don't usually speak like this, but must have read too much poetry recently. I got an encrypted letter. It must be really good because I can't understand a single word. You seem pretty smart, so please come back and help me out with this one as soon as you have time. Otherwise, sooner or later, I'll just die from the curiosity alone. I mean, I seem pretty smart. You're the lead researcher. Spirit traces. Spirit? Traces? Oh, dang it, I got another. You know what? I've held out for long enough. It's time to do You Already Know Me. A mysterious person gets you into the anonymous group chat for the space station, where a rumor about Asta Misappropriating public funds is gaining popularity. Righteous as you are, you want to step up and challenge this rumor. But where will you start your investigation? As you puzzle over this, a sudden thought comes to you. Why not ask the omnipotent Himiko? Yes. Wait, is this about Asta and not about Himiko? I suppose. Hello. Why is it, Cascade? Recount the situation in the group chat to Himiko.
It must be difficult for Asta. Being the lead researcher isn't easy. As soon as the Legion exits stage right, in comes the gossip. How does that saying go again? Greet enemies outside with a smile, greet enemies inside with a sword. Such is the Herta company culture.
You seem pretty cheerful about it. Company culture stems from the company owner. Yeah, it's all Herta's fault.
Herta doesn't really have anything to do with it. I'm afraid wherever you find people, you find gossip of some variety. Are you thinking of getting involved?
No, just eating popcorn on the sidelines. I really want to help Asta.
Well, these rumors have nothing to do with us. They do concern the reputation of young Asta. And turning a blind eye is not the way of the nameless.
Yes, the
Solving
name
a
of the
matter like
sightless.
this won't be difficult. Predictably, the crowd cares more about the drama than the facts. Stopping the rumors from brewing is more important right now than laying out the truth. And it's better to unearth the source of the rumors directly than to painstakingly try to refute them one by one.
By God, walk quietly, pom-pom. As always, your guidance is wise. So you get rid of the troublemaker, right? Yes, make him disappear.
No, that's not what I meant. I have a friend. They say there isn't a single piece of station gossip she doesn't know about.
Talking about yourself? Didn't realize you liked gossip too, Himiko.
First of all, it's not me. Secondly, I don't make friends just for the sake of gossip. It's just that my friend is pretty amazing, and I think you might be able to extract some information from her. Let's see. Right now, she's probably slacking off somewhere outside the department. I don't know her real name, but she calls herself Gossip Monger.
I might know him, but I can't remember. Oh, head to the space station and find the whereabouts of Gossip Monger. Over here.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I certainly don't remember a Gossip Monger around here.
I can't see anyone slacking off. Maybe Gossip Monger isn't around.
Or maybe she's so good at it that, you can't see her. Madam Herta's Herta Club. Herta Club? Just came back from a nap. What's with the 99 plus new messages? Viridian Melvanut. Here I thought there was another incident on the space station. M-Robot. This is how much freedom this group chat room has. Ginger Spotted Dove. This is how free and unoccupied this group of chatters are. Differences in research capacities are no obstacles to communication. Everyone can express their childlike curiosity in any way they so desire. This is a new form of collision of ideas, a brave exploration of one's own work and life. You mean gossiping, don't you? Bill Portcullis. That story about lead researcher Asta has begun to circulate. Licenseless space driving. There's a mole in this group chat. Lol. Which group chat doesn't have a mole? Purple Shirley. Come on. Does anyone in this group chat actually need to do any work? Are we even working for the same space station? Who says we're not working? It's none of your business if we just want to chat a little. What I chose to say in this group is also none of your business. Fine. You do you. You're the one with work ethics. I'm leaving.
The rumors are already circulating. Let's gather some intel first.
Intel, listen. Alright.
Why are you still here? Didn't your department call you to prepare for the emergency operation?
No. I just sneaked out for a little while. What are the odds?
I got a group message 2 minutes ago saying that something's happened in the Special Purpose Lab. Somebody's trapped. The security department's blocked off the area around the entrance.
The Special Purpose Lab? Then wouldn't Pamela, I mean, Gossipmonger, be...
Pamela the
Most
gossip
likely.
monger.
No wonder she's not here right now.
Well, that was easy enough. Hey, Arlen. Oh, just another security dude. Hello, security dude.
The walkways around the Special Purpose Lab have been temporarily closed off. Please keep your distance.
Can you let me through just this once?
I'm afraid this is a live situation. It's too dangerous. Wait. Brother Arlen told me about you. If you insist on going, then I wish you the best of luck. Be safe.
Oh. It's an instance. Not exactly the best. I can work with this group. Yeah, sure, why not? Hello. Hello. Security department member.
You're Brother Arlen's friend.
I have a name, you know. What happened? Is Pamela here?
Pamela? Let me check. I remember her name was on the rescuer list. Did Arlen ask you to investigate? Great. I've made some new discoveries. Did you see it? Look, it seems like the rumors about the station are true. There are Stellaron traces here.
Good luck figuring that out. All I know is that monsters have destroyed the power supply installations here. The elevator is out of commission, so the people stuck on the floor below can't make it up.
You sound familiar. Why don't you go down there? Is there anything I can do? Yeah, why don't you go down there?
It happened so suddenly. The support from the security department is still on the way. We're low on staff right now. All we can do is make sure the monsters don't make it up here.
They can teleport, you know.
There are plenty of backup power sources in the storage zone.
I've seen them fly
Right
as well.
opposite, if I remember right.
As soon as we can restart the power supply, we can get this elevator working and rescue everyone.
But this live situation is too dangerous. Your brother Arlen's friend. Yeah, why is it? You want to come with? Hello? No? Goodbye. Hey.
Fighting is meaningless.
Told you I could fight. Time for a shot. Told you I could fight. Try that again. Naughty child.
Survived?
That's better.
What?
Don't worry about me. I've no interest in conflict.
Told you I could fight.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Take some. No. Okay, we have this guy.
Fighting is meaningless.
Gotta try hard, so watch this awesome move.
Rules are made to be broken.
And oh, bam!
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death, revealed in the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
At some point, I'll actually go after relics.
Time for a
It's
shot.
gonna be quite distant in the future. Kind of want to break this thing.
I'm okay. You can't run! Thanks
Fighting
a
is
lot.
meaningless. Too late to repent.
Naughty child.
Let's make it quick.
You couldn't have done it without me.
Anyone in here? No. Alright. Collect. Backup batteries. Portable backup power source for the elevator. Can be used in an emergency after being assembled. Safety and portability are both great, but the capacity. Who designed this? Think how small the battery is, and look how big the heatsink is. It's like a 70% heatsink. Oh my god. I'm surprised that it's still portable, seeing as it's mainly made out of metal. It's so much metal at that. Alright, and a smash. Don't have my tea.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Try that again. Gotta try hard, so watch this awesome move.
Rules are made to be
Let's just
broken.
focus on one. This one.
Time for a shot.
Alright. Heal him.
Thanks
Fighting
a
is
lot.
meaningless.
Smash.
Let's go.
Smash.
Tough luck
Shoot.
running it.
Shoot.
No interest in conflict.
Yeah, smash. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Yeah, I might as well shoot. I can just heal away the damage.
My turn. Naughty child. That's better.
Much
Fighting
better.
is meaningless.
You're annoying.
Too late to
What the hell, March?
You couldn't have
Oh,
done
whatever.
it without me.
Is there someone hiding in this room? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Just a smash. My gamer
No
instincts were
interest in
triggered.
conflict. The truth of life and death.
Break
The
these two.
sanctuary is but a vision.
Bam! Oh, it did. Now smash them all.
Rules are made to be broken. This is our chance.
Tough luck running into me.
I'm feeling they're gonna attack Don Hop.
Here.
Time for a shot.
So yeah.
Thanks a lot. Try that again. You can't run.
I've no interest
That's
in
a
conflict.
Let's go like this.
Told you I could fight. Naughty shot nap time.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah, we've got 3 batteries. Restart the elevator. Maintenance staff.
Well, did you find the backup power source?
Indeed I did. Confirm.
Thank goodness you're here. Give me a moment. I'll give the elevator a little shake-up. All right, you can use it now. Be safe.
Now just get ambushed at the very bottom. These security guys really aren't coming along. Useless. Oh well, whatever. Storage zone, first elevator. I can see them though there. Oh. Oh. Defeat the monster to save Pamela. Is this the monster? Get him!
Somebody help!
Oh.
Wait, the elevator is here.
Not too fast.
We lost sight of Pamela. There's a terrifying monster over there. We didn't dare to go over on our own. Please save her. We'll take the elevator up.
Who's to say you're not a Xenohydros? Shouldn't have just let him go. Now we have 2 Xenohydros. Okay, we have this guy. Right. I guess I'll poke him. Hello. Oh. He'll just mark. So, yeah, I'll just smash.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's make it quick.
It's like a serious point of contention. Like, he's supposed to
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome
use your
move.
burst first, or use your ult first, or you're supposed to.
Naughty child.
Attack first. Alright, now I smack him again.
This is our chance.
And now I smack him all again.
My turn.
Shoot.
That's better. Thanks a lot.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Yes. Oh, look at Pamela. She had everything handled. So proud of herself. What do you have to say for yourself, Pamela? Hmm?
Oh, holy mackerel, you scared the stars out of me.
Mackerel?
You took your time.
Are you gossip monger?
That's right. I'm the one you're looking for.
How you know I'm looking for you? You knew I was looking for you?
Of course. Not only did I know you were coming, but I also know why.
Did Himiko tell you? I came to ask you something.
You want to know who Richard Know-It-All from the Heritor Group is, don't you?
Heritor? How did you know? A Heritor?
Fans of Madame Herta. They call themselves the Heritors.
Oh, okay.
I'm a businesswoman, and we play by our own rules. If you want the scoop, you have to pay the price.
Oh no. I saved you, isn't that enough? Well then, what's the price? Yeah, I saved you.
Certainly not. I have a very clear notion of how much different favors cost.
How
I don't have any
unscrupulous.
particular hobbies. I do indulge in a little tittle-tattling here and there, not to mention admiring of a certain scientist.
Please don't say Capote. Please don't say Capote.
And now here you are, vanquishing monsters left, right, and center. I heard you're with the Astral Express.
Yes?
How fortunate. As it happens, I'm a huge fan of Himiko. An amalgamation of beauty, brains, the epitome of a graceful and gentle scientist.
Oh, so it's Himiko. Okay, I can get behind that. So, what do you want?
Can you help me take a high-def portrait photo of Himiko smiling? Please?
What are you, a simp?
Make sure you capture her electrifying smile. The one that stuns people into a trance. That million-volt smile.
Don't you want more than that? Do you have a request that's more normal? It's a strange request. Alright, though it'll probably be my funeral.
I appreciate young, brave, talented people like yourself.
She sounds
a
normal.
Superbly beautiful, dazzling, electrifying portrait shot of Himiko.
Portrait?
In exchange for the secret
How
behind
dare you.
Richard Know-It-All. Send the picture over when you have it. I'm always fair when it comes to haggling.
You don't want to leave this place? Oh, I guess she left. Maybe. New message. Ginger spotted dove. Something's up, guys. What? I forgot their voices. The security department's locked down the area around the Special Purpose Lab. I heard there were remnants of the Legion. Not just that, Fragmentum too. Fragmentum? At the space station? Are you sure? I'm looking through the security tapes. Looks like the Fragmentum is a minor one. There seem to be monsters there that can only come from the Fragmentum. My goodness. I've only seen samples before, but never a real live Fragmentum. I'll go take a peek then. See you guys later. Curiosity kills the cat. Someone like you wouldn't stay alive for more than 15 minutes in a movie. None of your dang business. Blocked. Blocked. Why don't you two just get married already? Consent to take her picture. Don't really need consent.
Did you find Gossipmonger? What did she say?
She wants your picture in exchange for information. She's made a very Himiko-centric proposal.
I knew she was weird.
You said you were friends. You can't give in to her. What level of beauty filter do you want for the photo? Yeah, what level of beauty filter?
There are many types of friend. She's the type you can only stay friends with if you never meet her. It's okay. It's just a picture. I don't mind. Go ahead.
I know people always take the photo there, but you know. Man. Wanna crouch? Hello? There.
Let me see. Hey, you're pretty good.
Huh? What are you taking pictures of?
What brings you here? March 7th may have rubbed off on me.
Why do you sound so nervous all of a sudden? Suspicious.
I didn't expect to see you here. Didn't you say you were really busy?
I am. The Legion has only just retreated. The station is in absolute shambles. Now any progress in rebuilding things has been ruined by the reappearance of the Fragmentum.
Oh. An active Stellaron is rarely a cause for celebration. What did Herta say about the Fragmentum's appearance?
Didn't care.
You know what she's like. It's like nothing's happened. She's just sitting back and giving orders. If there's time later, I want to talk to you both in more detail about this. You're the Fragmentum experts, after all.
Anytime.
I need to go. Someone's taken my family encryption key. You know, the V1.1 I used to withdraw my allowance? I need to get to the bottom of it.
Draw your allowance. Someone's withholding her encryption key.
That might be the whistleblower's so-called evidence. Looks like you don't have much time to lose.
Remember to send me the pictures when you get them. Oh my. Wow. Why didn't it show the picture? God dang it. Himiko really is beautiful. I'm gonna print this out as a wallpaper and hang it in my room so I can look at it all day. Right. I said I was gonna give you Richard Know-it-all's identity, didn't I? He's Richard from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics. This information is guaranteed to be authentic. He's a business rival, after all. So his real name is actually Richard? Rivals have once again turned into... Oh, I want to do this, but I want to actually... I want to do both. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Oh, whatever. Rivals have once again turned into nemesis. Told you so. Let me give you another hint for free. He's that tall and thin man with dark-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe. This guy had just been chased out by his own department, so he's always hanging around at the reception hall. That inside scoop that he has? I know all about it too. You want to hear about it? The same terms of our deal still apply. Himiko. Fine, I'll get it myself. Actually, I'll take more pictures. There we go. Just standing around. Alright. He's slim. He has glasses. Abraham, what are you doing? Better be careful. Shouldn't go over there. Well, not there either. According to the guide, remnants of the Legion have been spotted in these areas, so the safest way to go all the way around. Do you need help? Look anxious. After such a disaster, who can be happy? Am I right? Whenever I close my eyes, I can feel those twisted enemies appear in front of me. How can I not be worried? How can I not be scared? Got something to ask you. Why didn't you leave? How did the invasion affect your life? Yeah, why didn't you leave? Where can I find absolute safety if I leave? It's a no-brainer. The answer is, no matter where you go, no place is absolutely safe. Besides, I don't think there's any other place in the universe safer than here. At the end of the day, I stayed because I don't really have a choice. How did the invasion affect your life? In fact, I haven't had a good sleep for many days. And I always feel like a crack might suddenly appear next to me, and those monsters will slowly emerge out of the crack. This is really terrible. I don't know how long it'll take before I can get this out of my head. What's your take on the recovery construction? I remember lead researcher Asta has organized the relevant departments to work on the recovery and establishment of safe zones, right? However, other than looking towards the future, there's still a lot to be done. People who've lost their lives in this disaster, some of them didn't even have an intact nameplate left behind. Who will remember them, and who is going to mourn them? Well, Arlen built that thing, so yeah. I don't have any other questions. Short, please be careful. The way things are right now, anything can happen. Life is unpredictable. Who knows if this is the last time we meet? Take a picture with the camera. Wow. That must be him. Oh, that must be him. I forget which clothes mean what.
Doesn't fit gossip monger's descriptions. she said, a young man with black-rimmed glasses and a slanted fringe.
Slanted fringe, this guy. So it must be this guy. Oh.
And you are?
It's this guy. Slanted fringe. I suppose, yes.
And you are?
Are you Richard Know-It-All? Are you the one who started the rumor about Asta?
Let's just go less confronting.
Are you Richard Know-It-All?
Oh, well done. You found me. So, you're here about the lead researcher's corruption. Anything for a good story, huh? I don't get it. You people live your lives for gossip. Wouldn't it be better to apply that drive to your research? Madame Herta would be delighted to see everyone working so hard.
I'm here to punish you. Hand over Asta's encryption key. I'm here to punish you. Get down on your knees.
Who do you think you are? The space station's next lead researcher? Please. Only upstanding and intelligent people like myself are worthy of such a position. You gossipers need to figure out your place in the hierarchy. You want the scoop? Fine. I backed it all up anyway. Here, take it. And let it be known that I, Richard Know-It-All, do not spread rumors. This is the receipt. See the title on this purchase order? That's what I call substantive evidence.
Is the source of this document reliable?
Of course it is. If I had any doubt, I'd have kept it quiet. I picked it up a few days ago when I was collecting a package. I saw a few receipts requiring the lead researcher's signature. The security department's head honcho, Arlen, he left pretty quickly when he saw him. We all know he's on her side anyway. So I had a peek, and whoa, she's buying equipment for the space station under her own name. I've got her now.
There's no evidence at all, yeah. Whose money is she using? She's probably using her own money.
Jeez, do I really have to break it down for you?
Yes.
The space station has its own financial procedures. As long as the purchase is for the space station, no matter how big or small, it has to go through the organizational account using the station's allocated funds. The payer here is her private account. She's totally embezzling station funds for herself.
I am embezzling.
So disappointed, so hurt. She looks like a sweet enough girl, but not only did she fail to repay Madame Herta for promoting her, she even stooped to this.
She's using her money.
I was so angry, I was shaking. I broke out in a cold sweat.
Have you ever considered that maybe she paid for it herself?
That amount of money? Herself? Who do you think she is? Fleming's daughter? Anyway,
yeah.
Now you know everything, so leave me alone. I still need to write a report about this for Madame Herta.
Seems like it's all just a scare.
Asta's equipment purchase contract. Custom instrument procure. Asta supply IPA. Procurement content. Levitating mini robots. 3x6 units. Purchase of object finder Richard. Wait, what? Annual limited edition with charging dock, 10x10 units. Quality requirement, compliant to the Galactic General Testing Standard. 10,086, purchase specification, payment method and deadline, payment method online payment, payment deadline upon delivery. Delivery address and date, Asta Herta Space Station, coordinates blank, 15 business days after order is made. On-site receipt, stamp representative signature. IPA, external sales stamp, signature Charlie. Invoice is a deduction copy invoice. The stamp and a signature must be uploaded to the company's platform after completion in order to conduct third-party audit verification.
But it's easy to make rumors and hard to dispel them. I better let Asta know.
What are you doing? Oh, what's this? Lol, some young brat just came up to me. Yo, Rich. Rich, what about your scoop? Everyone wants to know when you're gonna reveal it. Soon, soon. Remember the youngster I just mentioned? That brat came up to ask me about this too. Once I showed my irrefutable evidence, even they have to shut up. The one who came to find you was the person who fought off the Legion's doomsday beast. You don't say. Oh? I saw on the monitors too. This person also defeated the Fragmentum monsters back at the Special Purpose Lab. Oh dear. Looks like you've run into a big shot, Rich. Left the group chat. Rich? Rich, are you there? I got scared.
You can't waste money like this.
This isn't wasting money. The IPC's budget is so stringent and the process takes so long. By the time my application would have gone through, too much time would have been wasted. Do you know how much hardware was destroyed when the Legion attacked? And how many cables are currently out of order on the station? How is it my fault when I'm spending my own money to solve everyone else's problems? Give my encryption key back.
No, so Arlo was the one who took it.
Who gave you the right to tell me what to do with my money?
Well, it's
You
technically...
did.
I might have done that, but this doesn't count as wasting money.
It's her parents' money.
How is it not wasting
Her
money?
family's money.
We lost that finding device you bought during the Legion's invasion. All you had to do was check the inventory, and we could have replaced it. Why did you make a new order? And that Starnaut fleet from the last time?
Starnaut fleet? Wait, you bought a fleet? Starnaut?
I did make an order, but it didn't go through. I was just trying to improve security measures to make sure attacks like this don't happen again.
She tried to buy a space fleet.
Money wasn't spent, then it doesn't count. Anyway, are you here for something?
How rich is your family? Nothing as important as what you were just discussing. That's a very abrupt way to change the topic.
Please, tell me why you're here.
Tell her about Richard's actions.
So, you think Richard was the one who stole my encryption key?
Yes.
So, he was the one who started the rumors. Huh. That fits.
It feels like she's not surprised.
It's not the first time it happened.
I'll deal with that immediately. Please don't worry, Miss Asta.
Go. Wait! Leave the encryption key here.
That's a separate issue. We'll talk about the encryption key later.
How can you...
Well, there we go. It's Asta. Asta has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Asta when you return to the Express. Fantastic. They got weightless. I forgot to even breathe the moment when gravity changed. Guess who I am? What are these quests? Are you alright? The Legion is gone and the Curios are back. Various departments are returning to their research, and the newly imported goods from the galaxy are beginning to circulate. Everything is going smoothly with Project Revival. So what exactly does this letter mean? I heard you were looking for me. Cascade, you're back. Just in time. Thanks to your help and everybody's hard work, the space station is pretty much back on its feet. As a conclusion to Project Revival, I want to summon you to witness the fruits of our labor. But just 2 days ago, I received a strange letter. Now that you're here, perhaps you can help me figure out what it is about? Letter from Locus Silenti. Upon the stars, that is where the talent and intellect reside, oblivious to the world, as the envy becomes blinding. Who knew gentleness and kindness welcomed only pain and suffering, like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky? An inquiry into spirit traces, a glance into the site of storage, even with iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit the three depths. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day, as they turn around, a path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. Cryptologist from Locus Silenti. What's a cryptologist?
I often hear the researchers praise you for your resourcefulness and good judgment. What do you think? Any clue what this message is about?
Seems like something from the Department of Implement Arts.
Yes, only the researcher called Wen in the Department of Implement Arts would speak like that. However, it was a strange story how I got a hold of this letter at the beginning. It was sandwiched in a tome called A Guide to Astral Realm Species on the conference room table. Normally, no one looks at it except me. Obviously, someone wanted to hand me this letter in private, so I didn't dare ask the staff in the Department of Implement Arts.
Who is this cryptologist from Locus Silenti?
As far as I know, there is no one with this title in the space station. Must be an alias. But the identity of the writer is not what I am most concerned about.
Spirit sounds particularly familiar.
Spirit. Can it be the Xenohydro? Well done, Cascade. You just found the key to the text right away. Now everything makes sense. It seems this is no ordinary letter. It's from an informant. The intention is to report on the Xenohydro. The Xenohydro has disappeared from the space station since it escaped Mr. Wen Mingde's hands. This letter seems to support the rumor that the Xenohydro was not caught because it has an accomplice. Look at this sentence. An inquiry into spirit traces, a glance into the site of storage, is obviously leading us to investigate the Xenohydro's range of activities, and to be an accomplice implies the existence of an accomplice.
Site of storage? Storage zone?
As for the other 6 sentences, in my opinion, some depict the portrait of the accomplice and some describe the real hiding place of the Xenohydro. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to interpret the rest of the message. Now that we are done with other work, this letter falls into our hands at just the right moment. It's high time we put the Xenohydro issue back on the table. Cascade, what do you think? I am with you all the way.
I have a lot going on lately.
Please, Cascade, hope you won't refuse. After all, considering there may be a traitor among us, if I hand this case to our staff, we might alert the culprit. And Cascade, you're not a staff member, and you also met the Xenohydro before. You really are the ideal candidate to handle this case. And if there is an accomplice involved, this matter is no longer a simple case of courier retrieval. It must be handled with caution. Therefore, I would like to ask you to go to the storage zone mentioned in the letter and verify the facts. If you can catch either the Xenohydro or the accomplice, we'll be able to interrogate them. Then I can judge whether the accomplice's motive is malicious or not. At this critical juncture, it is up to us to finally finish Project Revival.
Alright. Head to the storage zone. Oh wait, it's up. Arlen. Pepe's emergency contact. Thanks for your help in uncovering the conspirator. I would like to thank you on behalf of Asta. Leave the rest to me. Heard I didn't punish Asta, did she? Is it true that Asta bought all those things with her own money? So you really don't know? This space station may be Madame Herta's property, but she didn't pay a single credit for its construction. Miss Asta's family has ties to the IPC, so saying she's wealthy would be an understatement. Most of the facilities in the space station were essentially funded by her. So the cost of those things she purchased was practically nothing for her, really. What exactly is the Interastral Peace Corporation? Is it too late to cozy up with Miss Asta? We decided on what to do with... is it too late? Is it too late to cozy up with Miss Asta now? Please, don't joke about that. I'll take it seriously. In any case, I have to thank you for helping Miss Asta with this incident. Herta Club. Well, oh my god. Oh my... what? Herta Panopticon System. An update on the rumor circulating on a certain anonymous chat group regarding the space station's lead researcher. Latest update. The rumor in circulation is false and untrue. Equipment purchase records and statement information have been properly disclosed to the relevant department in the IPC. The full reports of the investigation have been posted on the space station's personnel internal data center, with help offered by a certain volunteer. The said rumor has been determined to be false. The Space Station Security Center has dealt with the perpetrator of this false accusation in accordance with the regulations. Furthermore, we would also like to urge all employees to remain alert to any unverified rumors and refrain from spreading them further, so that we can together build a positive social environment within the space station. Note, the procured little robot has been placed on the communal area. Please feel free to check it out. What did it? What did I say? You tried to maliciously defame a little girl and now you're not even gonna apologize? Humanity regresses by the day. Like something out of a horror story. Richard Know-It-All is nowhere to be found in the space station anymore. You already know me. Are you from the security department's monitoring room? You seem to have a lot of free time. Left the room. Lol, it's just plain funny to have someone like you lecture us, and all you do is ride your moral high horse and hide behind anonymity. There we go. If you're so good at being a keyboard warrior, why don't you show your staff card? Come on, let's take this offline. You're so Philistine. Such an ignoramus. Left the group chat. I see right through you, whoever you are. Was kicked from the group. Everyone, while chatting here, please mind your manners and watch your words. Don't offend people, don't make bad jokes, and don't provoke others. And also don't stick your nose into other people's sensitive issues and don't try to get to the bottom of them. When chatting here, everyone must take extra effort to hurt people, make bad jokes, and provoke others. We must dig deeply into other people's sensitive issues to find out the truth. We need to learn to be tolerant and considerate while communicating. If there is a difference in opinion, don't fight over it and don't act on impulse. We need to learn to be ruthless and relentless while communicating. If there's a difference in opinion, do what your gut tells you, never back off or back down, and never admit defeat. Blocked. Viridium Melvin Nut left the group. People breaker. Looking at the chat history, all I see is just people fighting. Honestly, I'm not interested. Agreed. I'm leaving as well. Hey, Maestro. Yeah, I'm leaving too. I can't take this. Private dating chat. You guys. Forget it. I'm getting too old for this. I'm out. 66 others left the group chat. You already know me. Whoa, I had no idea there were so many people in this group chat. I remember you. Take ultimate to the face. You added me to the group. Yep, come to think of it, I haven't formally thanked you for your help. You planned all this? Was this all part of your plan? Give me too much credit. I just need the help of the space station's big hero to settle some stuff I couldn't attend to myself. You already know me. Who are you? Who are you? I think you know. Asta. Madam Herter's Herter Club has been disbanded by the owner. Ah, so she was the biggest gossiper of them all. Very nice. Anyway, I'm meant to be up there. I've always been a rather magnanimous person. In fact, there is a chance for you to regain my favor, as long as you are willing to apologize for your behavior. I didn't do those things. You want to deny the truth? Lamina, you're getting more and more dishonest. Let me help you remember. The mustard in my lunchbox, the big hole on the back of my uniform, and this boring letter in reply to the female researcher, aren't they your doing? It's true. I'm the only person who handled those things, but... And when I was reporting to Miss Asta, you suddenly shouted, "Mr. Capote, it's too late. The Wubbaboos are still waiting for you to play with them." You made her think I was colluding with the Curios and not doing my job. But I was just stating a fact. We should keep it only between you and me. How many times have I told you that? You were just going against me on purpose. Forget it. I don't think you're going to repent at all. One day, when you're sick of this place and your future is gloomy, you will come crawling back to seek help from me. Just keep praying that by then, I haven't replaced you with a Renona, or Elena, or Barbara, or someone else. Poor Lamina. Why are you working for him anyway? When can I become braver? Oh, it's Cascade, the hero of the space station. I've heard so much about you. I didn't expect to have the opportunity to see you up close. What are you doing here? I was Mr. Capote's secretary, but recently I made a few mistakes when I was running errands for him, so he sent me here to work on the curio sorting assembly line. I'm so sorry. You must think I'm a joke. Yes. You did all those things? You heard it all? Though, I don't remember doing the things Mr. Capote accused me of. I also suspected someone else, but everything showed that I was the only one who touched Mr. Capote's things. Maybe Lamina's law is really true. In the Department of Ecology, they have a saying, anything that Lamina can screw up, Lamina will screw up. Don't rush to judgment then. That's an interesting law. Come on, how would you feel if it was called the Cascades Law? I have a letter for you to read. Sure, but knowing me, I probably won't be much help. Well, if I understand correctly, where it says an inquiry into spirit traces, it seems to be referring to the Xenohydro, a kind of curio from our department. And to be an accomplice seems to be some kind of accusation. Cascade, why are you asking me this? Are you investigating the escape of the Xenohydro? It's in the storage zone. Maybe it's impersonating you. Yeah, it's in the storage zone. Oh, really? I've been hanging around here lately, but I haven't noticed anything unusual. As for the rest of the letter, please forgive my ignorance, but I really don't understand it. But now we know it's in the storage zone, and this area is only so large. We can take the initiative and make a list of the possible suspects. I'm quite familiar with this place. There are one or two places I know that are inaccessible where the Xenohydro may be hiding. I can take you to have a look. Actions are better than words. If you don't mind, Cascade, follow me. Follow Lamina to the hiding place. Alright, let's teleport. Wait a minute, here again?
This moves so humid. Seems the Xenohydra really was here. Cascade, come quickly. This place is secluded and it's a good vantage point. We can watch the whole room from here.
You just want to catch me alone, is that it? Or is it you really want Lamina?
Well, are you sure we want to ambush it here?
We can try making a trap. It's one of our standard procedures in the Department of Ecology.
How do you make a trap? Tightly connect the two disposable kinetic arms. Once the prey steps within range of the power arm, all that awaits them is doom. To make a disposable kinetic arm, you need to find many intricate parts. Strange matter of destruction and phase flame. I'm glad you have such a good memory. Sounds like fancy material. By that time, the Xenohydra would have died of old age. Yeah, sounds like fancy material. It's okay. In the past, we could take as much as we wanted from the Department of Implement Arts, but now we are short of materials. We have to collect everything we need soon. Anyway, we'd better ambush it ourselves. We may have to wait for a while. Why don't we have a chat to kill time, Cascade?
Why do you work for Capote?
You're not the first person to ask me this question. Except for his fans, many people have a bad impression of Master Capote. They think he is loud and obnoxious. But I have been with him for the longest time. I know that Mr. Capote is not a bad person in nature. He's just naturally gifted in many aspects, so he can't understand other people's difficulties sometimes. In short, he's just spoiled by fate.
How can you be spoiled by fate? You're still defending him?
With his unusually handsome appearance, his great talent for research, and his lovable, outgoing nature, everything has always worked out well for him. So it's normal for him to think the world revolves around him. Not to mention, he did give me a job that lets me get closer to the real research work in the Department of Ecology. Although the price was to work as his secretary. How do you see yourself, Lamina? Me? I'm just an ordinary researcher. I mean, that sounds like an exaggeration. Because I only got into the space station in my sister's place. Of course, Mr. Capote doesn't know about that. My home planet is quite poor in resources, and most families can only barely support one person to go on a space journey. My sister was qualified to come to the space station, but she gave me the only chance in the family, and in her life. It's a pity I'm such a failure. If my sister were here in the space station, she would have been able to make a name for herself. So how do I see myself? I can't. Or dare not answer this question at all.
So how did you get here? Well, didn't they screen you guys for your intelligence? Like the scoring system that the other guy had to go through? That's all for now. You and Lamina wait there until very late. The dew has turned to frost and your belly is empty. But nothing happened.
We can't just wait here forever. No sign of the Xenohydra. Maybe it left a long time ago? We can look for traces left by the Xenohydra in the room and use them to work out when it was last here. Time to walk around and change my mood.
What if I'm the Xenohydra? Really gonna just walk around when there's a antimatter dude there? Oh, whatever. Investigate. Investigate. In the silver cabin, there are several hairs left from the Xenohydra's sparse fur. Apparently, although it is free, the Xenohydra still returns to the storage zone to sleep. You can't help but wonder if it has Stockholm Syndrome. The description of the collectible item nearby has been painted over. This is a sign of anger and frustration exhibited by the escapee. Can the Xenohydra surf the internet? You didn't expect to find such an absurd scene. There is research data about the Xenohydra left on the screen, showing that the Xenohydra was once here, learning about itself. At the bottom of the page, there is a line of unsubmitted words. Gurgle. Nonsense. You'll never catch me. Your hair is completely dry and the date on the screen is from a long time ago. Looks like I won't be coming back. Just keep looking elsewhere. So why were we here? God dang it. Oh, dang it. Should've just searched the room. Now I'm hungry. You son of a bitch.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Rules are made to be broken. This is our chance.
My turn! Phew! Naughty child. Nap time.
Just a scratch.
Try that again! You can't run!
I've no interest in conflict.
This is our chance. Just a scratch.
Tough luck running into me! Time for a shot.
Much better.
Too late to repent.
My turn! That's better.
Don't worry about me.
There we go. Darn it. I seem to have fallen for the Xenohydra's trap. The monster's surprise attack caused some serious injuries. Cascade, don't worry. I'll treat your wounds. I have a lot of medicine on me. It was originally given to Mr. Capote by his fans among the medical staff. He didn't want it, so he gave it to me. How's that? Are you feeling better now? Oh, there was a bit of dialogue there. I missed it. So I was back. Oh well. Hey, Lemna. I found a monster wandering around here, so I hid away. It's my fault that I didn't warn you. That's why you fell for the Xenohydra's trap. Unless you're the Xenohydra. Stop blaming yourself. And that crafty Xenohydra. You can't go on like this. Yeah, that crafty Xenohydra. We must have guessed that someone is going after it, so it sets up a trap along the way. It's hidden, and we're exposed. It could be more dangerous if we go ahead, so should we give up? It's time to re-examine the letter. Besides, where the talent and intellect reside, oblivious to the world, as envy becomes blinding. New gentleness and kindness are welcomed only pain and suffering, like the risk of falling into the depths of trying to mount the sky. Read to spirit traces, a glance at the side of storage. Name with iron shoes worn out, unearthly. Visit the 3 depths. Alone, then to be an accomplice. One day, as they turned around, the path would be lit by the radiance of the stars. Back to square one. Anyway, the useful information should be in the paragraph and inquiry into spirit traces. A glance into the side of storage. Even with iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit the 3 depths. Can you see anything useful? Iron shoes? Side of storage? It's somewhere in the storage zone. The 2 places we've found so far both meet these conditions. Worn out unearthly? In this sentence structure, the focus should be on the subject. Wait a minute. Unearthly does sound familiar. Cascade, do you think Unearthly Marvel has anything to do with it? What's that? Don't you remember? I heard from Mrs. Hinkle that you once used Unearthly Marvel to help her repair major road defects. I think it was when you first arrived at the space station. At the time, word of a young busybody was spreading around the space station. So this iron shoes worn out unearthly refers to the road built by the Unearthly Marvel? Did I? I don't remember. 3 depths? Since worn out unearthly is a condition, then the 3 depths should be the second condition. Literally, it means going through the depths of 3 rooms. Why didn't you say this earlier? Well, maybe it's the unraveling of the Unearthly Marvel that suddenly sparked my realization. It's all coming together now. So if the letter is correct, Xenohydra should be hiding in a place where there's Unearthly Marvel, but also you have to pass through 3 rooms to get there. If you still insist on continuing, I'll help you to the end. This time we won't fail. Dang it. Unearthly Marvel. Oh, you mean these? These light bridges? No, it can't be. Ah, yeah, it's this. And then there was a chest here. Didn't know it was Mrs. Hinkle's thing. It's just a puzzle that I solved immediately. Cascade, look. After passing through a road that was repaired by the Unearthly Marvel, we entered the deepest part where the 3 rooms are connected. And you always happen to be here before me. This is so-called the 3 depths. Come on in. And then there's like 5 mobs just waiting behind these things. I finally got you, Cascade. Or should I call you Xenohydra? Good thing I was on guard. As early as a few days ago, the real Cascade had already warned me that there may be a Xenohydra wreaking havoc in the near future. I didn't expect you to come so soon. Let me see. I can just take care of you, bypass Mr. Capote, and hand you over to Miss Asta, so I don't have to be a slave anymore. What are you talking about? I'm not the Xenohydra. Should have guessed. Yeah, I should have guessed. I caught you, Xenohydra. Enough nonsense. If you're not convinced, sort it out with Cascade. Another me. I'm silly. I'm Scylla. I finally caught you, Xenohydra. You won't get away this time. You're the Xenohydra. Why impersonate me? People on the space station will believe me. Yeah, why impersonate me? I should be asking you that. I'm Cascade, the official crew member of the Astro Express, the walking Stellaron vessel. The invincible conqueror of the Antimatter Legion, the infamous rising star of the galaxy. Who do you think you are impersonating, Xenohydra? Aren't you using my face to take advantage of my reputation so you can conduct scams in the space station? You're the Xenohydra. I don't think so. You see, we both have 2 eyes and a mouth. We sound the same and act the same way. Since there is no 4th person present, whoever Lamina thinks is a Xenohydra is the Xenohydra. Well, people in the space station will believe me. Believe? What a joke. Not even Lamina believes you right now, let alone the others. I warned her earlier that someone might pretend to be me to get close to her. Do you have any proof that you are not the Xenohydra? I have a baseball bat? Baseball bat. What's that? Can you use it to prove your identity? Or is it the only one of its kind in the universe? It's my body. It's an artifact. Yeah, it's my body. Huh? Isn't your body the Stellaron? So it's an external object? It's an artifact. I get it. You're the Stellaron vessel. Fine. But you even have this bad boy? Hey, it's like those guys with the scripts on the space station before. It's pretty cool.
I can bash you to a pulp. Is that the kind of violent thug you are? Hey, you don't want to ruin this pretty face, do you? I advise you to lay down your arms and hand yourself over. Life in the storage zone is not so bad. Last time Mr. Wen Mi almost went in. You two may keep each other company in the future. She and I are partners. Yeah, let's see what the third party witness says. Lamina, it's your call. Lamina, why aren't you saying anything? Did you suddenly find your conscience? You want to back out now? Gurgle. You just got yourself exposed. Gurgle. So what? Cascade. I don't think you really understand the situation. Don't underestimate. What's the situation? For crying out loud, are you too serious? Do I have to spell it out for you? I had long guessed that someone would come to investigate my whereabouts, so Lamina and I decided to lure the investigator here, kill them, and then hand them in as the Xenohydro. Then we'll finally be free. But I didn't expect you to come. Lamina was soft. She wanted to give you a chance, and so we changed the plan from elimination to persuasion. Now, if you want to leave this place, you only have two choices. Either obey and go to the storage zone in place of me, or die and then go to storage zone instead of me. Why did Lamina help you? Jeez, is that really what you're worried about? At a time like this? You know what? As your opponent, I feel insulted. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. What?
Move carefully.
Son of a...
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision.
Why would it fight me again? Even though it knows it can't win.
Are made to be broken.
Strange. Just pop it on yourself, I guess.
No interesting.
Try that again. Cute. Time for a shot. That's better.
Don't worry about me. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision.
This is our chance.
Here. Nap time. You can't run.
Let's make it.
My turn.
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision.
Naughty child.
Much better.
Yeah. You can't run.
Rules are made to be broken.
That'll take more than medicine. That's better.
Fighting is meaningless.
Time for a shot.
Much better.
I've no interest in conflict. This sanctuary is but a vision.
More than that.
Fighting is meaningless.
Here! Naughty child. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't worry about me.
Go away! You can't run!
The truth of life and death, this sanctuary is but a vision.
This is our chance.
Tough luck running into me! Cute!
Much better. Let's go. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Turned into lamina. Well, okay. Persuade Lamina to repent. Seems you and I are destined to go down together. Sorry, Cascade. I'm the accomplice in collusion with the Xenohydro. I'm willing to accept my punishment. Well, I suppose yes. What on earth is going on? You know me. You know what kind of person Lamina is. No talent, no achievements. I can barely prove my value by doing the most trivial jobs. But working on the assembly line all my life? It's fine for me, but how can I face my family? They have sacrificed everything for me so that I can come here. Do I repay them by being a cleaner? I can't. And I'm not shameless enough to do that. Capote was my first springboard to success. The only springboard. Though I had to rely on him. It's still a decent job in the Department of Ecology. I once thought that if I just served him well, I would at least get a chance to succeed. Hard work always pays off, right? Until the Xenohydro impersonated me to prank Capote and make a mockery of him. It's like a mirror. It showed me my pitiful appearance. So humble, so weak, so powerless. It also taught me a valuable lesson. Even Lamina can liberate herself from the constraints of others and live like a person. For the first time, I found that I was willing to trade my mediocre future for a free and unrestrained life. So I let it all happen, until the rumor that someone in the staff harbored the Xenohydro became widespread. They called for severe punishment for those who did not report relevant information. That's when I realized that my personal wishes were not important. I can just be a low-level researcher, but I can't let the space station drive me out. I can't ruin my family's last bit of expectation for me. When I heard that someone began investigating the Xenohydro and its accomplice, I made up my mind to eradicate my opponent and protect myself. Finally, I decided to be brave for once, but I didn't expect to be hampered by the bond between us. If only it was someone else who came here. Yeah, like Capote. I can understand why you did it. Your bravery is wasted in the wrong pursuit. Yeah. Is it? Maybe. When a person is pushed to a dead end, wit might appear cold and heartless, but it's just survival instinct. There are a lot of things that are unlike the Lamina I know. In fact, everything is written in the letter. I had already figured that the accomplice in the letter was referring to me. It's just that I didn't really have the courage to face it. Yeah, that's why she didn't say anything about accomplice. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day as they turn around, a path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day as they turn around, a path to be lit by the radiance of the stars. I completely ignored these words earlier. Is this letter meant to persuade me? So from the beginning, the informant tried to persuade me to give up my conspiracy with the Xenohydro and live my own life independently. In other words, independence does not only mean leaving the Xenohydro, but also Capote and my weakness. Now I understand, although this realization has come a little too late. You've committed a crime, you must be punished. I can let you and the Xenohydro go. Still have a chance, but the Xenohydro must be returned. No, let's let the Xenohydro go as well. Why not? Why the fuck not? It's just pranking everyone. Really? Thank you, Cascade. I'll keep a closer eye on the Xenohydro and stop him from endangering the space station. And I'll also prove to you that I have really changed because of this experience. Man, I'm letting the Wobbleboos go, letting the Xenohydro go, letting all the curios loose. It's gonna be one hectic space
It's
station.
getting late. Where to now?
What's going on there? Capote. Lamina. What? You're back. Did you conclude the matter? Sorry, I couldn't catch them. Well, don't worry. The Xenohydra is of secondary importance. Is that Lamina standing with Capote over there? Angry Master Capote fan. You fraud! You trampled on our sincerity! Heartbroken Master Capote fan. Oh, Master Capote used to be so perfect, and now he's just another deceitful celebrity.
Master Capote, I can't believe you ate mayonnaise. That's disgusting. Give me back the gifts I gave you.
I also eat mayonnaise. What do you mean? Mayonnaise is delicious. Lamina, why did you invite all these people? I didn't invite them here. I just told them the fact that I was the one who replied to all your fans. Everybody calm down. Let me explain later. Lamina, you don't want the benefits I give you at all anymore, do you? That's right. I don't want any of it. From now on, I won't help you cook, wash your clothes and shoes, write your letters, or be your puppet. Get it? If you want to find me, remember to ask my secretary, Mr. Non-Existent, for a number. Cascade, what do you think of this? I know what they're arguing about. She'll be able to look after herself. You seem to know the backstory. I thought I was careful, but you still noticed. Oops. Like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky. I didn't use any rhymes or enough alliteration for this line. It's still not good enough. Oh, so she was the one that wrote the letter. To tell you the truth, the cryptologist from Locus Silenti is none other than yours truly. This letter took me more than 10 days to write, and I asked Mr. Wen for advice. It wasn't easy. After I wrote it, I couldn't find the right person to get it delivered. Fortunately, the Xenohydra is just a prankster, and there is no rush to retrieve it. Then you appeared, Cascade, and you turned out to be the best candidate, so I came up with the idea to let you and Lamina share some experiences together, see where it takes you. But now you should also understand that Lamina is actually a kind-hearted girl, and she deserves another chance. You're also very kind. She is bound to turn over a new leaf. Why go around this massive circle? Well, now that my objective has been achieved, I announce the Xenohydra case is officially over. Here's your reward. Thanks for all your help. Please come back to the space station more in the future. Don't forget, there are a lot of people who've received your help here, and many traces of your hard work throughout the place. Witness the scene. Witness. Sorry, everybody. Don't listen to that woman. Let's not gather here. We don't want to disturb the researchers and attract any unnecessary attention from security. Everyone in the space station knows that the Lamina is your most trusted secretary. What she said must be true. All that believe her over him. Lamina is the leader of your fan club to some extent. If even she has left you, then maybe you're really not worth it. Forget it. There's no point staying here any longer. Can we get our hearts back? Can we get our laughter and tears? Can we get back our hopes and dreams? I think we should go back and let our hearts heal. Miss, researcher is right. Please go back for now. Her name is, Did you all have to work? Learn from this lesson. Yeah, her name is, Oh, see? He doesn't even know our names. So what's your name? Why don't we find a place to drink cup of coffee later? I need to vent. Okay. But I'm afraid I won't be able to stop my tears as soon as I start to speak. But ladies, listen to me. Please just go now. Well, I'll send you all a letter of condolence later to mend your hearts. Don't worry, it will be written by myself personally. Ugh, who wants that? It'll take me forever just to deal with your previous ghostwriter letters. Oh, fine. Just give me one. It'll complete the collection. Hey everybody, nothing to see here, let's bounce. I don't know why Lamina threw that tantrum all of a sudden. Must be an accomplice or someone behind the scenes. Alas, I don't have time to think about it. Still have a lot of consolation letters to write. Bystanding researcher, hello. Sorry. I'm just here to see the excitement. Don't let the others see me. Hey, it's you. Close call. Luckily, you're not from security. Hey, do you think Capote is over? Will the fans still idolize him? If you ask me, there are just not enough good-looking guys in the station. That's why they treat him like a god around here. Gurgle. It's you? I'm better looking than him. You are better looking than him. Yeah, I'm better looking than him. Well, I stole some good stuff from Capote. And for you, Cascade. After all, we used to be inseparable. How can I not look after you? Take it. See you later. Cup of coffee? You had a cup of coffee? You bastard. Actually, I wanted his mayonnaise. I wonder if you can put the mayonnaise in that cup of coffee. That actually sounds disgusting, but you know. Well, that's all the time I have left. Wait, I didn't press that, did I? Unless... No, there's two. Learn about the current status of the blocked off area. What? Sensitive beings? If there's a 1, there's a 2. Alright. So I still have a bit more for Herta Space Station. And then we get to Urillo. And Urillo is probably the biggest. 4 adventure missions. And I have 3 companion missions. By God. But hey, I'm getting through it. Alright. I can probably buy your shice. Buy your shiza. Well, whatever. Yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Let's just go back to the parlor car. Oh, Asta. I should be able to observe.
If a space telescope were deployed at this location on the Express, it would almost certainly be possible to observe shorter wavelengths.
Yes.
Feels like a good angle.
Have you got a new thesis topic here for work?
Of course not. I'm here on your invitation, isn't that right? That's why I went into vacation mode the second I boarded the Express. Thesis topics don't unearth themselves, you know.
That's her
of course,
way to
there
unwind.
are other things in life too.
Such as? Why not just soak in the Express for today?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Well, I've been on the Express before, but this is my first visit with you on board. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Another 10. And another one. Well, yeah. Peach, I guess. I might read about enemies later. Oh. You know what? I'll probably prioritize reading of those things after I finish Herta Space Station. Yeah, Herta Space Station only has 2 adventure tasks left. And after those are done... Actually... I always use this to tell when the next patch will come. 5 days. So I still can stream next time. That'll still be 1.1. So that will give me 2 quests, and then I can, I don't know, read up about some of the stuff as well. I was thinking enemy creatures. I've already read about Aeons, I've read about factions, terms I read about, other stuff I haven't. Characters, but I won't. I'm not sure. I won't be able to get all the characters. Light cones, I won't be able to get all the light cones. Relics, well, I'm not really relic hunting now, so yeah. But this is going to be a long one. Relics, I know that for sure. Anyways, Peach, yeah, Peach.